lot of cheese. I got the dialect to vary in my diary. I'm from a lactose intolerance community. I want to circulate the units and the unity, the continuity of...
A December chill is in the air coming off of Lake Erie, but folks here bundled up, ready for football at Cleveland Browns Stadium in downtown Cleveland. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Cleveland Browns. The byes are over. It's now a 4-week sprint to the finish, and we are underway here in Week 15. Velus Jones now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Now Herbert to start the drive. They find some open field here. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On first down, right back to Herbert. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months. Not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is, we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
Escaping the pressure right. This will be caught downfield by Moore. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Fields. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked off by Ron Thornhill. And the Browns are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
At their own 7-yard line.
After the interception, here's Watson. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing again, it's Watson. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
On on 1st and 10. Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Now Watson. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Montez Sweat make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched the playoff spot, but they know.
That's to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Martin Emerson. And the Browns are going to have it here as they start at their own 24-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10. This offense, Charles, we've talked about how well they played all season, sitting now at 13-0 with a finish line for a perfect regular season. That's in sight. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And they will score a pick-6 for the Bears touchdown. Well, what a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps an early case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people came to expect the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They run it again with Chubb. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Watson. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And it's 3rd and 5. You look at this Bears defense. This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
And he is going to have the Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
He was certainly quick to atone for his early game interception. Instead of making another mistake forcing something, he reset himself and found a lane to pick up the first down.
On first down, Watson. And this is caught.
Quarterbacks have so many options when they have a 4 vertical route because they can hit any one of those 4 at any time, often for a big gain. But to me, the key is don't lock in on any one of them. It's best for him to look in one direction and throw in another.
Chubb will score. Touchdown, Cleveland. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Back to the air, Fields on second down. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, here's Fields. Complete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Returnable for Grant. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He almost outkicked the coverage. A 57-yard punt, 15 on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And again, it's Chubb. Eddie Jackson with a tackle.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at about the Bears' 32. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
First carry now for Kareem Hunt. The solid stiff arm. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown. Kareem Hunt with career touchdown number 60. And the Browns have taken the lead. Hopkins with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. Or one of the linebackers has got it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 63 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. Now it's Watson. He'll buy some time right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And he is such a tough quarterback to defend because you got to remember, arguably, he's more dangerous outside the pocket than he is in it. But how about the job they did defensively to stay with the receiver and knock the ball away? I think they had a sigh of relief there because oftentimes when he gets outside the pocket, big plays result downfield.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, that's rushing touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Browns go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now 21-7. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
To throw is Fields. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Chubb will get the call running left. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. He needed a yard. That's exactly what he got. Earns him a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line.
Tackle made back at the 17-yard line.
They'll try the air now with Watson. He rifles complete. Caught by Moore. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around, and we know they'll be here before you know it.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. A great effort there. His fourth touchdown on the year. And the Browns take a 3-touchdown lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter. But you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm about to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
Fields throw here into the hands of Moore. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
On first down, Fields. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Darius Smith, give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, and a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Fields. He's got his running back out of the backfield. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Mooney, the motion man right. Fields on first down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try waiting to the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave them with a second and just a few inches left. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. A good passing down here, and they send three receivers to the right of the formation on second down. Fields throwing again. And he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney as the first half is winding down. And the Bears are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14.
Bears 14. Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And with a two-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Now a first down throw, Watson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game...
And that's caught inside the 30. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room.
A 43-yard attempt.
Hopkins' kick is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points of the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly hoped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. He stiff arms him. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 136 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Here now, 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. This from 32 yards away. Hopkins' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the 1st half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get. Keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. On 1st down, it's Fields. That's going to be caught downfield by Mooney. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards that time.
It's a gain of 25 yards. 1st down, Chicago.
Here's Fields. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Bears on the move. They've got another 1st down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit. And that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. That's complete to his running back, Herbert. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up. Herbert powering up the middle. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. Foreman will try to pick it up. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. fourth.
And now down 3 scores, I don't think there's any decision at all. You've got to go for it because you don't know how many more times you're going to get an opportunity. Field goals, they're not going to cut it in this situation.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They snap it to Fields. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That was a pretty good job by the defense, I thought, Ryman. They had to go to their check down, but still were able to get it done for the first.
Agreed. Anytime you can force them to come back to a receiver that's a little bit shorter in the route, you've done your job on defense, but still, they pick up the first down and get a fresh start.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Sliding out of the pocket. That's for Moore. He's got it. Touchdown Bears. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Bears are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Santos with the extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Yannick Ngakoue in on the stop. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. The Browns send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Here's Jones. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter.
Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Fields. That's complete to Mooney. Now the ball comes loose. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
Chubb running to the wide side. Powers through. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 146 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Second down, here's Chubb again. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That one good for 33 and a first. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he's in. Touchdown. Nick Chubb. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Browns add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Watson and that Browns offense going to stay out there, and they'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big fourth quarter hole. But still, what a run it's been. It feels like they have not lost in forever. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Angel.
Here's Fields. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over that time, and it's going to lead to third down. But defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and that's going to make it fourth down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
Fourth down, Fields has to have this one. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Grant Delpit. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. After the interception, here's Watson. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Watson's throw taken in by Cooper here. Well, the Browns are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Now Watson going to change the look here.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
They go play action here on first down. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone.
Touchdown! David Njoku, beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Browns are closing in on a 14-0 record as they extend their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins, and that will bump the lead up to 26. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This will use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down, Chicago.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A give left side here for Herbert. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Credit Zadarius Smith able to get through and make that tackle for a loss.
I really like what he did there because he took his practice work and converted it to game action because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw there complete to Mooney. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw is here late in the season. He goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Browns' 16-yard line.
On second down, here's Fields. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but Bears repeating, and they are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it...
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. offense ready to go. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety.
In the end zone. Result of the play is a safety.
So free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. And it's taken in at the 9. Now Herbert to start the drive. Muscles him off. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League. But fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you have to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared. But executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for Cleveland, they move ever closer to the perfect regular season as they run things to 14-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they'll